Almost every woman who chooses to work in the trades has also worked at a traditional woman's job. She was either a teacher or a secretary, a bank clerk, a chambermaid, or a waitress. And she may also be a mother. Tradeswomen are familiar with these kinds of jobs, but they've chosen a non-traditional one instead. Why?
Higher wages are one of the attractions of the trades. Women also like the mechanical aspects of it, the satisfaction of a tangible accomplishment.
There's the challenge of entering a new field. And tradeswomen like the sense of health and well-being that comes from doing physical work and being out of doors.
The trades can offer women the security of a large union and greater status than many traditional women's jobs.
They can experience the camaraderie of a crew working together as a team. Those are the best parts about being a woman worker in the trades. Almost everything else is a struggle.
All I want to be is the best that I can. I don't want to hurt you, make you less of a man. Just like you, I want to work with my hands. But it takes a strong-hearted woman to face a proud-minded man.
Well, I've never seen a woman haul a 50-foot line, or frame up a house, or sweat it out in a mine. But if you got the guts to face a crew full of men, guess I got the courage to hire one woman in. The sun on your back and the sweat in your eyes, the feeling you give me. One of the guys takes a proud-minded woman and a strong-hearted man, working together to be the best that they can.
For tradeswomen, the struggle is one of a pioneer. There are few charted courses or cleared paths ahead, and as an outsider, a woman in a man's territory, her reception may be hostile and confusing. She may be tenacious enough to get through trades training or an apprenticeship program even without financial or child care provisions, but when that hurdle's crossed, she'll realize that getting training doesn't necessarily mean she'll get a job.
Tradesmen, as well as women, have a tough time finding a job these days, but a woman will find more resistance and fewer resources. She's on her own, without the natural trade and industry contacts that many men pick up from their fathers, brothers, and male friends.
Most women find their jobs through sheer determination and gut stubbornness. Often women get the jobs that no man was available to fill. For the most part, trades employers, teachers, and workers still think of the trades as men's work and men's jobs. This is a major prejudice that trades men and women must work to overcome. What do you say to your prospective boss when he honestly asks you what you'll wear to work?
How does a woman answer a male interviewer who asks her, "What does your husband think about you doing this job?" And when he learns she's not married, asks, "Well, what does your father think about it?"
These questions aren't meant to be insulting. They reflect a genuine curiosity and confusion about why a woman would want to do a man's work.
This is the first myth that women face in tradesland. Women can't do the same kinds of jobs as men.
Another myth. Women only work until they get married. Tradeswomen with years of experience in their field are still judged on marital status.
Another common interview question is, how much do you weigh? The question is based on the myth that women don't have the physical strength and endurance to do trades work.
A fourth myth is that women need special facilities on all male work sites. And, of course, every tradeswoman's all-time favorite interview question is, do you type?
The biggest challenge for a tradeswoman is the actual pressure she'll face on the job. Any man or woman faces stress on a new job, lack of confidence or familiarity with the work environment, fear of failure, and pressures to work at high speed. But these anxieties are heightened for a woman because of her conspicuousness.
The problem of isolation, of being the only woman, is a key one in the success or failure of women at every occupational level. It's a feeling of being perpetually unwelcome, as if you exist only as an exception to every rule. To study or work with another woman brings an instant change, a relief. There's someone to talk to who understands your experience. It takes the pressure off being a symbol, feeling like you represent all women on the job. Every woman is under intense scrutiny in the trades, especially when there's only one of her. Some bosses have stated directly, do well, or we'll never hire another woman.
A tradeswoman faces all of these challenges, plus her own eagerness to succeed and not to let down the employer who finally was willing to take a chance on her. A woman working in the trades feels like she can't make any mistakes. But a good instructor or employer will help her accept that no one learns without making mistakes. Trades language is a male language that has developed over centuries. It is often explicitly sexual and hostile. Men talk, without any real sense of personal insult, of the tits on a saw, of female connections into which things are screwed. A tradeswoman on the job becomes aware that she didn't help create this world, that it is neither friendly nor familiar.
Instructors and crew speak of tradesmen, a man's tools, fellows, and master craftsmen. There is a sense that as a woman you don't exist. In situations where men have been forcibly isolated from women in society, as in prison or wartime, their language often reflects an impersonal and even violent approach to those outside their day-to-day world. It will be interesting to see the effects of integrated workplaces on the changing tradition of trades language.
In our society, we're raised to believe that certain behaviors are good for boys and bad for girls. For example, the expression of anger. When a man makes a mistake, his foreman or partner is likely to yell at him and tell him to get it together or else. An hour later, they may be sharing a beer and talking over old times. Women have been less exposed to this form of feedback. They have to learn not to take yelling and demonstrative anger personally. When somebody yells at you, most often he's yelling at what you did, not at who you are.
There's a certain amount of initial testing that goes on in any trades work. Crew members may harass a woman as a way of finding out how she's going to behave, what sort of a person she is, and how they should behave around her. They may send her out to look for a sky hook or devise other harmless initiation rites. If women are prepared, these traditions can be fun and can quickly make her feel like part of the team, that she's cared for.
Sometimes joking can get out of hand and develop into a form of sexual harassment. Women and their employers can learn to deal with this quietly and assertively. Embarrassment or shyness has often prevented women or their supervisors from dealing directly with situations of harassment. A few women have quietly quit their jobs, and employers have lost top women workers for fear of confronting the issue, whereas a case of physical assault on the work site between two men would be dealt with swiftly. These are areas where men and women need to dialogue openly and honestly, both on the work site and in training and counseling situations.
Women are in the paradoxical position of being a lady in a man's world. But men swear. Should tradeswomen swear? Many do, and well. It's a quick way to express frustration and anger. And for both men and women, sometimes it's appropriate, and sometimes it's not.
Contradictions also arise in competition in the workplace. If a woman asks for help on an awkward load, as every tradesperson does at times, she may be thought of as soft or weak. But if she doesn't ask for help, then her male co-workers may think she's trying to show them up.
And to complicate matters, if a man insists upon helping a woman when she doesn't want or need help, she'll be resented for her strength if she refuses. But she may be resented for her weakness if she accepts. It's all tied into our elusive and complex expectations of what's male and what's female, what's a man's job and what's a woman's job. None of us is immune to these stereotypes, and all of us are challenged with freeing ourselves from them.
On any job, almost without exception, there are individual men who are supportive and fair in their treatment of women in the crew. They're bravely bucking hundreds of years of tradition. And employers and men co-workers are becoming more aware of women working in the trades on a regular basis. Women are no longer seen as short-term or emergency workers, as in the war years.
What a revelation, then, to women as well as to men, that women can do man's work. The last all-male territory, the construction site, the logging camp, the airplane hangar. Men and women in the trades are challenged to question some of their basic ideas about themselves.
Trades work demands and allows that women become competent, assertive, strong, and skilled. All qualities that are not easily accepted as feminine. Employers and educators can't legislate attitudes, but they can help to ensure that women are given every chance for success in the trades.
So that women and men have the opportunity to work together in an environment that is both understanding and demanding, to achieve a sense of well-being and productivity that comes with teamwork, challenge, and change.
All I want to be is the best that I can. I don't want to hurt you, make you less of a man. Just like you, I want to work with my hands. But it takes a strong-hearted woman to face a proud-minded man.
Well, I've never seen a woman haul a 50-foot line, or frame up a house, or sweat it out in a mine. But if you got the guts to face a crew full of men, guess I got the courage